Back, everybody. It's 9:34. It is the Great Michigan Weekend for Saturday. And, boy, you talk about Great Michigan. I just love this company. I discovered them by accident on the web. I think I saw maybe an ad on Facebook or something. It's called Pingree Detroit. Now, we know Pingree from the street name, right? We've all driven down that road or seen it downtown. Well, what they are is they're a company that takes surplus leather from the automobile makers, and they turn it into leather goods.
Oh, that's so cool.
So everything from messenger bags to sneakers to dog leashes. And this is fine quality leather. This is something that might have been left over from, the interior of a Cadillac, or an F-150 pickup or something. And they take these scraps, and then they have veterans and Detroit city residents on their assembly team. So somebody who maybe doesn't have a skill in leather work suddenly learns how to work with leather, and they put together these products. The quality is unbelievably great. And I've been a customer and a fan for a long time. So I recently ordered something, and when it came, I ended up talking to the CEO of Pingree Detroit, Jarret Schlaff. And I said, you know what? I love your story. Why don't you come on the show and talk about it? So he's here with us right now. Good morning, Jarret.
Good morning. It's great to be with you all today on this lovely, snowy Saturday.
Tell us about Pingree Detroit, how it all started, and what your mission is.
Thank you again for the opportunity. So Pingree Detroit, we started back in 2015, and we didn't actually start with a product in mind. We started with purpose. So I was meeting in the same week a couple hardworking folks who were looking for opportunity, who couldn't find meaningful work. A number of folks I was meeting happened to be veterans, and it started the question of, well, what can we do in Detroit to do something about, to create this opportunity for folks we were meeting? And it led to hundreds of conversations with folks. We sat down with block clubs, asked the question, what are the needs, what are the gaps, how can we be of service? And that led to the answer of, hey, we're going to make something here in Detroit, the place that put the world on wheels, we can do something about this. And so it led to us exploring and creating this company, Pingree Detroit. And our mission is, as you said, we want to create meaningful employment opportunities for Detroiters, for veterans, for folks who want to really be part of a mission-driven environment again, and to create products that are inspiring and divert materials that are brand new that otherwise would have been destined for the landfill. So we like to say it smells like a new car because it nearly was.
And how did you come about the product then? How did it come to be that it was going to be wallets and backpacks and pet collars and things like that?
Sure. Yeah, so definitely organically. So we do like to say that relationships are our strongest currency. So early on when we were landing on, okay, we want to make something in Detroit, what can we make? In conversation with an elder in my neighborhood who, in this deep dive conversation said, you know what? It sounds like you're about to be the boots on the ground in Detroit. I was like, boots? We should make boots. How hard can that be? It was really hard. But 10 years later, we started with boots as a product that we wanted to create, and we started slowly figuring out, this is my first business. So it created on this idea of what can we do where folks are working with their hands. A previous career of mine, I worked in the state of Michigan, so I was aware of the massive leather waste that was happening, opportunities to put some really good materials to use and keep things local. And it started that question, that inquiry, started to build a team. And then we talked to folks, and folks told us, wow, I'd love a wallet that's made in Detroit sustainably by veterans and Detroiters, or hey, I'd really love a purse. So, thousands of customers and potential customers told us what they wanted, and that helped really guide our design process.
It's really remarkable products too, and I was thinking about how this all came to be, and I'm wondering, Jarret, did you guys have to go to the Chrysler plant and say, hey, do you have any scrap leather? How did that relationship develop?
Sure. So one of my previous careers was at the state of Michigan in the Office of Pollution Prevention. So I worked with some engineers at different automotive companies. I was aware of the massive opportunity to divert this brand new material when it's, being sewn in a car seat or a steering wheel or an interior, or when they're deciding the texture or the warmth of certain materials. So I knew there was that waste. And then it was an opportunity that happened on a random event that I wasn't on the agenda to speak. It was called the Suppliers Partnership for the Environment, where 300 engineers from all across the country were at this event. I got invited to attend, helped inspire the facilitator to give me 1 minute to talk to this group of folks. And from there, I inspired a few folks. It led to about 7 conversations to finally get our first partner, which was Eagle Ottawa and Lear. They donated our first machines that we literally had in the basement of my church, where we started our first prototyping, before we could afford space. And then we moved into a New Life Prosthetics. They shared space with us for a few years until we finally got our own place a couple years ago.
Wow. And I'm sure there's no shortage of people who were willing to come to work with you and work for you.
It's been truly a blessing. There are so many hardworking folks who want to be a part of something that's bigger than themselves. And with our unique model, we actually reinvest 77 cents of every dollar in profit right back into our workers to really create impact at every stage of our process. We're almost completely zero waste. So when we have leftover remnants, that gets shredded and turned into, parts for dog beds, parts for punching bags, and we donate our extra materials to local makers. So folks can literally come to our workshop in Detroit on Thursdays and pick up free materials, thanks to a support from Haggerty, actually.
That's just amazing. And here's what I love most about it. And I didn't know this when I first ordered from Pingree Detroit in their leather goods. I can't remember. I think it was a bag, like a messenger bag. And since then, I've ordered just about everything I can find on there because I love all of their products. And you can see it online. Pingree, Pingree, Detroit.com. But when you get the package, it's very nicely packaged. Inside, Cam, you're going to love this. There's a business card that has a picture of one of the employees on it. And it says, "Know your maker." You flip it over, and then it's got a quote, and I've got one in front of me now. "Like the spirited and people of Detroit, Pingree products are built strong and from the heart of the people that make them." And this was a quote from Rain, who made the bag that I just got. So when you order it, you get a little message from a total stranger who had their hands on this product, put it together for you, and just wanted you to know, hey, I'm the person that made this, and here's my philosophy. And it's just a beautiful thing.
Oh, I love that. Love it, love it.
So tell us, Jarret, you got something else cooking too, right? Some new project?
Yeah, so there's 2 fronts. One, I am super grateful. I was nominated for the Entrepreneur of Impact Award by Forbes. So anyone that goes, they can check out on Pingree's website. There's going to be a link on the homepage where folks could actually support to both connect me with the opportunity to be in Forbes magazine, win $25,000 for Pingree. Voting happens daily, and that nomination happened both for Pingree and also my newest venture called Electric Boil. So we're actually creating in Detroit the world's first battery-powered portable induction cooking stove and generator. So literally think of a Coleman cooking stove, but battery-powered, onboard power for whether it's camping, whether it's at tailgating or disaster relief. We got you covered. Even if the power goes out in a big snowstorm, we got you covered for your onboard power and for cooking.
Boy, that's great. And how do we take a look at this project?
Yeah, they can go to electric, Lectric, boil.com, BOIL.com. And then, of course, PingreeDetroit.com is where they can support and get that maker card with that handmade, Detroit-made piece of Pingree.
Boy, it's great. And God bless you. You're doing great work, Jarret. And we love Pingree Detroit. If you are thinking about a gift for yourself or somebody else this year, you can't go wrong. It comes to you in a timely fashion. The quality is so superb, and the idea that it's all inclusive. People in the city working, people learning a trade, kind of recycling, upcycling, no waste, and it's just one of those things we love about the city and companies like yours. So congratulations and continued success, buddy.
Hey, so good to connect with you all. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Thanks, everybody.
You too.
Thank you.